ever sat down with some snacks and thought to yourself, I'm just gonna have a little bit, and then next minute you look down and they're all gone? I know that feeling. I used to think I didn't have any willpower, I was out of control, I was weak. But it turns out it's actually less about willpower and more about how your brain works. There's one habit that makes it really hard to stop eating, and that's eating in front of a TV. It sounds harmless, right? But when your brain is busy watching a show, it can't keep track of how much you're eating. Keep watching and I'll show you why this happens and how you can actually make it way easier to stop eating when you're full. I remember when I first started a cycle of binge eating. I would come home from uni really tired, really stressed. I wasn't in the best home environment, and I would just grab a big bag of chips, a block of chocolate, and I would eat that until I felt sick. The crunchy chips, the sweet chocolate, it gave me this weird sense of comfort. And because the TV kept me distracted, I didn't actually notice when I was full. I did this every single day. And if you've read that book, Atomic Habits, a habit is very hard to forget. After studying my Bachelor of Health Science and Nutrition, learning more about the emotional side behind eating, I actually realized that it wasn't just about the food. It was about using food to feel better when I felt emotionally overwhelmed. So why does watching TV make you overeat? When you're watching a show, your brain focuses more on what you're seeing and hearing rather than how full you feel. Fullness signals take time to reach your brain, so there's already a bit of a delay. But if your brain is busy watching TV, it doesn't actually get the message. Studies show that people eat 25% more when they're distracted. It's kind of like training a dog, except you're training your brain to overeat every time you watch TV. And once you learn that habit of ignoring your fullness cues, that voice that tells you that you're full, you start overeating even when you're not in front of the TV. And that's essentially how you gain weight. You keep eating past the point of fullness consistently over an extended period of time. So, how do you break this habit? Do you need to go on a strict diet? Do you need to cut out TV completely? No, you don't need strict rules. You just need a few little tweaks to help your brain pay attention while you're eating. Here are 4 simple ones that helped me. Slow down and chew more. When you eat quickly, your brain can't actually tell that you're full. You are really, really hungry, you scoff down all of your food, and then suddenly you feel sick because you've eaten quicker than your stomach can tell you that you're full. Try chewing each bite 15 to 20 times. It sounds boring, but it actually makes the meal last longer and it will leave you feeling more satisfied. Eat mindfully and make meals a thing. Eating in front of the TV actually makes food less satisfying because you don't get to experience the tastes, the textures, the smells. You're distracted. Try sitting at a table, turning off the TV, putting your phone away, and just focusing on eating the food. Notice the taste, notice the texture, just enjoy it. It might feel kind of weird at first because you're not used to doing it, but you'll probably find soon enough that you'll actually start enjoying it. And that'll be some time that you get back for yourself to just sit and enjoy the moment. Wait 20 minutes before seconds. After you finish a meal, wait 20 minutes before going back for more or going back for dessert. Literally set a timer for 20 minutes on your phone. More often than not, you'll probably find that you don't actually feel hungry after that 20 minutes. Fullness takes time. Plan for stress eating. A lot of the time, we eat when we're stressed or when we're bored. We can't control our emotions, but we can be more prepared for when they happen. So have some go-to snacks that you actually like that aren't super high calorie. You want to focus on high protein, high fiber snacks. For me, that's things like yogurt, frozen berries, protein powder, beef jerky, canned tuna, and edamame. With high calorie foods, I only get pre-portioned ones, if I even get them at all. I try and avoid having them in the house because the easier they are to access, the more likely you are to eat them. Just remember that mindful eating is a skill, and it gets easier with practice. So I've come up with some journal prompts that can help you understand what your body really needs when it might be craving high calorie foods. What do I feel in my body right now? Where do I feel calm or tense? For example, my shoulders are tight, which usually means that I'm stressed. So instead of reaching for food, what else could I do to support my body? Could I take a deep breath? Try some yoga? Go for a walk? When I want to eat, what am I really craving? For example, I was craving chocolate, but really I was in pain because I had period cramps. What's another way that I can soothe my body? What activities help me feel connected to my body? For example, Stretching makes me feel relaxed, so I try and do it every morning. How do I feel after eating with no distractions? For example, I feel more satisfied after eating at the table rather than in front of the TV. What feelings do I notice around food? For example, I notice that I eat a lot more when I'm feeling sad or lonely, but naming it helps me pause and identify what's going on. Stopping the TV eating habit doesn't mean giving up your favorite snacks or giving up your favorite shows. It just means giving your brain a chance to notice what you're eating. Food can still be fun and comforting and delicious, just without the autopilot. So try one of these techniques today and see how different your brain feels when it actually joins you for the meal. If this video helped you, then subscribe for more videos like this and leave a comment letting me know what is your favorite snack.